Okay, guys, so hopefully you've watched both of the videos I've already made for you on dividing complex numbers and conjugates. This is your alternate assignment for this week. Remember, I'm just going to give you, as you're going to find out, 4 or 5 problems for you to do. You're either going to write it on a separate sheet of paper or print out the pages at the end of this video. You'll maybe take a picture and print it out. And you're just going to email it back to me. Okay? And that's the best way. I experimented by setting up a churn-in box on Google Classroom, but I'm not sure if that's going to work, by the way. We'll find out. I've never worked with that part of Google Classroom before, so. All right, guys, let's get started. So, guys, this is my alternative or alternate assignment on a worksheet. So, guys, what we have here is a complex fraction, right? We have a regular number divided by a complex number. What again's wrong is, remember, that I is a square root of -1. We never like to divide by a square root, right? So what are we going to do about it? We're going to use the conjugate, right? We know that if I do 8 minus 7i, all I did was change the sign of the 7i. That's called the conjugate. It gets rid of the I in the denominator. And we're just going to do our math and see how it works. Now, let's multiply that together. Now, that one I don't think we need an area model for. 5 times 8 is 40. Distributive property, right? 5 times -7i, -35i. So far, it's that simple, guys. All I did was distribute a 5. Now what? Let's see what happens down here. This one we'll do an area model on, just to make sure we don't make any silly mistakes. So 8 plus 7i, 8 minus 7i. It's conjugate, right? Let's see what happens. 8 times 8 is 64. -7i times 8 is -56i. 8 times 7i is positive 56i. Watch your signs. And -7i times 7i is -49i squared. But again, if I squared is -1, -1 and -49 times together is 49. So let's see what we have here, guys. I have 64 and 49, which is 113. Again, you can use your calculator. The i's cancel out. 56 minus 56 means the i's are gone. Here is my answer. Now, guys, I'm pretty sure 113 is prime, so there's no way to simplify that. Besides, if you get at least to that point, I'm going to give you full credit right now. All right? It's done. Okay, let's try another one. This one, notice, has an 6i in, which is going to just complicate or make things a little bit trickier. But anyways, how are we going to simplify this? We're going to use the conjugate, right? We have -10 minus 4i down here. We're going to do -10 plus 4i. Just change the sign of the I part of your complex number. So now, let's see what this is. 6i times -10 is -60i. Watch your signs. 6i times 4i is 24i squared. Now, guys, isn't I squared -1, which makes this -24? So my answer is -24 minus 60i. Again, we like to put the I last and the real number first. All I did was flip it around after I simplified it, right? Now, let's see what the denominator does. We're going to do this right there. Let's make our area model right here. -10 minus 4i. -10 plus 4i, the conjugate. -10 times -10 is 100. -10 times 4i is -40i. -10 times -4i is positive 40i. And 4i times negative 4i is negative 16i squared. Again, I squared is negative 1 times negative 16 is positive 16. So notice, guys, my answer is 100 plus 16, which is 116. The i's, 40 minus 40 is 0 i's, right? Okay, now over here, guys, I'm pretty sure I can simplify this one. See how they're all even numbers? Let's start by dividing by 2. Distributive property, guys. I'm dividing everything by 2. See, what is that, 58? Oh, look at that. I can divide this by 2. If it's okay, guys, I'm going to erase my original answer over here. If you missed it, just rewind and go back, please. So I'm going to keep simplifying. How about we just divide by 2 again? So negative 6 minus 15i over 29. Now 29 is prime, guys, so we're done. Okay? Now, guys, I just showed you a simple trick that you may not know. When you simplify any fraction, you could just start with small numbers like 2 and just keep doing them over again. You know, just do 2 and 3s until you knock it down small enough where you can see a better number. But this is the perfect answer, guys, unless I made a silly mistake simplifying there. All right, let's try at least one more. This one is more like what you'll see on Khan Academy. Here is the denominator with the I in it. I want to get rid of the I. So how do I do that? I use its conjugate. So I'm going to do negative 6 minus 7i. Again, all I did was change the sign of the complex number, right? So let's see what the numerator is when I times that together. I'm going to do all my work down here this time. So negative 3 and 3i times negative 6 minus 7i. Negative 6 times negative 3, positive 18. Negative 7i times negative 3i, positive 21i. Negative 6 times 3i, negative 18i. And then finally, negative 7i times 3i, negative 21i squared. But I squared is negative 1, so we get positive 21. So guys, notice here is my answer so far. 39 over 21 minus 18 is a positive 3i. Now let's do the denominator. So I'm going to take negative 6 and 7i, times it with its conjugate, which is negative 6 minus 7i. Okay, negative 6 times negative 6, positive 36. Negative 7i times negative 6, positive 42i. Negative 6 times 7i, negative 42i. And 7i times negative 7i is negative 49i squared. But again, I squared being negative 1 means this is positive 49. So guys, what is our answer over here? Is 36 and 49, which is what? 85. Okay, and notice 42 minus 42i, the i's are gone. There is my answer. And I'm pretty sure you can't simplify it either. So guys, that is how you do complex numbers with divide. You have to use conjugates. Okay? Now, guys, here is your actual alternate assignment. Here is problems 1 through 4. I think I did 1 and 2 with you already. Again, I don't know if you want to just copy it down or take a picture and print it out. And here is, I made a mistake. I took the wrong picture. Well, anyways, your alternate assignment is now even shorter, guys. It's only 3 problems, because I'm pretty sure I did number 6. So guys, all you have to do basically is 3, 4, and 5. Doggone it, I can't believe I took the picture wrong. That happens, I'm a human, right? But anyways, there's your alternate assignment, guys. I want you to just practice with conjugates a little bit. That's all. Get familiar with them a little bit. You know, make sure you're remembering I squared is -1. Knowing how to do a conjugate in itself is a very basic skill that's going to give you a head start for the next year and on. All right, guys, do your best shot, and then if I see a bunch of you struggling with it, I'm going to do another video or two on it. See you around.